There are few images more iconic than the classic Texas cowboy. Saddled up, spurs a-jingling at the heels, surrounded by wide-open Texas beauty. But these days, the West has grown a little bit smaller. People don't ride the range much anymore. They barrel down the road, trading in a horse for a Harley. But if you pull off the path just outside of Comfort, Texas, well, you might find yourself going back in time.
So, I'm a multi-generation Texan, and Texas is a big part of who I am. And we want to always, we want people to know that when you're in Texas, this is who we are. Kind of what it maybe used to be, and I think that's a little bit of what we're trying to capture is that feel of what we used to have, rather than, we're so driven by technology now. So I think we want to kind of get a little bit back to that.
Well, it doesn't get much more old school than a roadside saloon, where cowboy hats line the walls and beer bone wind chimes hang from the trees. But this is more than just an ode to the wild, wild West. It's a gallery dedicated to the works of the law east of Block Creek himself, J.P. Rankin. Not what I expected to find in here. Hey there, what you doing?
Well, we're doing a little cartooning at the Cartoon Saloon. I was a professional caricature artist before I got into the cartooning, but I did that for years, and then I got into the cartooning.
Why cartoons? You know, if you're an artist, you could probably do anything you want. Is it a humor thing?
I think it is. I think it's maybe it's more simple. Maybe it's a little bit more of a way to escape. It's a little less stressful than trying to, paint the portrait.
Light-hearted and witty, the characters who fill the world of the Cartoon Saloon have had their fair share of fans for years. But when JP decided to bring the saloon to life, this small patch of land on the edge of his property turned into more than he ever expected.
Many times I'm driving by and there'll be a lot of folks out here, taking pictures. It's almost comical sometimes, because you'll see them and they'll peek into the window, but they're afraid to go in. I'll say, "You can go in." "Oh, okay." And then they come in and then they sit in here for a while and take photos. People will come in and add stuff. They will do stuff. We've got pennies on the wall that people have glued. People will leave, a can. They'll leave all sorts of things. One of the things that we've noticed is people like to sign the old wood. They like to leave their names. So people love to come in and leave their mark, and that they've had the experience, that they've been here. That actually gives it the charm. Place to just come by and kick back for a few minutes and remember to enjoy life. And that's kind of what we want to do here.
Well, if a laugh or good conversation were currency, then JP would be a very rich man. But while he doesn't charge to come and hang out at the Cartoon Saloon, he does want something from each and every visitor. And that's simply to slow down, relax, take in some art, and for a moment, go back to simpler days.
I think my biggest message is to have fun. I think a lot of people don't have fun anymore. And that's kind of one of the reasons for the Cartoon Saloon, is to step back a little bit further, maybe 40, 50 years ago, maybe enjoy yourself a little bit more. Forget about sending the text message, maybe just chill out a little bit. One of the little slogans that we've developed recently out here is do more better. And I think we could all stand to do more better, and just kind of go through that with life and keep that focus and just slow down and do more better.